Kiwi fruit after 60, the natural secret your body's been missing? Hi everyone, and welcome back to Healthy Food, the channel where we explore real foods that heal, nourish, and empower your life, especially after 50. Today's topic might surprise you. We're diving into the small, fuzzy fruit that's been quietly transforming senior health around the world. Kiwi fruit. Some people swear by it for better sleep, smoother digestion, even lower blood pressure. Others think it's just another fruit, not much different from an orange or apple. So, what's the truth? Is kiwi really that powerful, or is it just another health trend with more hype than help? Well, here's a fun fact. Did you know that eating 2 kiwis before bed has been clinically shown to improve sleep quality in older adults? Or that the enzyme in kiwi, actinidin, can help break down meat proteins, especially in aging digestive systems that struggle after big meals? And wait until you hear what happened to Frank, a 71-year-old retired bus driver who replaced his fiber pills with kiwi, with surprising results. But before we peel into the details, pun intended, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Healthy Food so we can keep creating helpful, science-backed content for you and your family. Your support means the world, and every like or comment tells us we're making a difference. Now here's the unexpected part. Kiwi isn't just good for digestion or sleep, it might actually play a role in reducing platelet stickiness, helping prevent blood clots as we age. That's right, this little fruit could be doing more for your heart than your multivitamin. In this episode, we'll explore how kiwi affects digestion, sleep, and blood flow. Real stories from seniors who saw a difference, how to eat it safely and what mistakes to avoid, and at the end, the life lessons kiwi can teach us about aging with energy and grace. So grab a pen, grab a kiwi, if you've got one handy, and let's get into the facts, because this might just be the tastiest health upgrade you've never considered. Let me be honest with you. Once I hit 60, I started noticing things I never used to think about. My skin felt thinner, my knees got stiff after long walks, and even small cuts seemed to heal slower than they used to. That's not just getting older. What's really happening is that our bodies start producing less collagen, and we become more vulnerable to chronic inflammation. Both are major drivers behind aging skin, weaker joints, and slower healing. But here's the good news. Nature gave us a powerful ally. And it's sitting right in your grocery store's produce aisle, kiwi fruit. A tiny fruit with big benefits. Most people don't realize this, but just one medium kiwi fruit contains more vitamin C than an orange. And vitamin C is essential for helping your body build and repair collagen, which holds your skin, joints, and blood vessels together. I personally eat 1 or 2 kiwis most mornings, usually sliced up over my oatmeal or blended into a smoothie. It's an easy habit, and I've noticed over time, my skin doesn't bruise as easily, and my joints don't creak like they used to after gardening. When was the last time you thought about your collagen health? Fighting silent inflammation. After age 50, many of us carry around low-level inflammation without even knowing it. It shows up as stiffness, fatigue, or even those nagging aches that never quite go away. Kiwi fruit helps fight this. It's rich in antioxidants like vitamin C and E polyphenols that reduce cellular stress. Actinidin, a natural enzyme that helps you digest proteins more efficiently, especially helpful if red meat or dairy makes you bloated. Ever feel tired or stiff for no clear reason? That could be your body fighting chronic inflammation. Real-life story. Clara from Ohio. Clara, a retired teacher I see regularly, came to me asking what she could do to feel less old. Her skin felt dry, and her gums bled easily. I suggested a few things, one of them being to add a kiwi a day to her routine. 4 months later, she told me her dentist commented on how much healthier her gums looked. She also mentioned friends asking her if she'd changed her skincare routine when all she did was change her breakfast. Why food beats pills? Many people ask me if they can just take a vitamin C supplement instead. Sure, you can, but studies show that nutrients from real food absorb better and work more effectively in the body. Plus, kiwis bring extra things to the table that pills can't: fiber, water, enzymes, and powerful plant compounds that fight aging on multiple fronts. Key takeaways. Kiwi fruit is a natural, delicious way to support aging skin and joints. It's packed with vitamin C, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds. For folks over 50, It's one of the easiest daily habits to age smarter and heal faster. So, what's stopping you from trying one today? Your collagen will thank you. Heart health and blood circulation, potassium, omega-3s, and natural blood thinning. Let's talk about something that's on the minds of almost every person over 60, heart health. As we get older, our arteries naturally stiffen, our blood becomes thicker, and circulation slows down. That's a dangerous combination. It puts us at higher risk for high blood pressure, blood clots, stroke, and heart disease even if we've never had issues before. Do your hands or feet ever feel cold, even when the room is warm? Do you get dizzy when standing up quickly? Ever feel your heart racing for no reason? These are all subtle signs that your circulatory system might not be working as smoothly as it once did. Kiwi fruit, a cardiovascular power player. What if I told you one small fruit could make a difference in your blood pressure, clotting risk, and overall circulation? Kiwi fruit is one of the best foods you can eat for senior heart health, and it's not just because of vitamin C, it's also loaded with potassium, which helps relax blood vessels and balance out the effects of sodium. Yes, all that salt we ate in our 40s catches up to us. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in the kiwi's tiny edible seeds, these help thin the blood and keep it flowing smoothly. Natural salicylates, compounds similar to aspirin, which help reduce platelet stickiness and prevent clot formation. In my early 60s, my blood pressure started creeping up. I wasn't ready for medication, so I began adjusting my diet. I swapped out my usual banana with a kiwi in the morning. 6 months later, my systolic pressure dropped by nearly 8 points, no pills involved. Potassium, the silent protector. After 50, many people unknowingly become potassium deficient, especially if they take blood pressure meds or diuretics. Potassium works by helping your body excrete excess sodium, and it directly relaxes artery walls, making it easier for blood to flow. Just one kiwi provides over 300 milligrams of potassium, with a bonus of low calories and no added sugar. Compare that to a banana. Kiwi has similar potassium, but twice the fiber and less sugar, making it a better choice for diabetics or those watching their weight. Have you ever checked how much potassium you get in a day? Do you eat more processed food than fresh? If so, you may be way off balance. Omega-3s. You don't have to eat fish every day. We always hear that omega-3s are heart healthy, and they are. But not everyone wants to eat fish 3 times a week, especially if you're worried about mercury or simply don't like seafood. Kiwi seeds, though tiny, are packed with plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, especially alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. This can help reduce triglycerides, lower inflammation in blood vessels, prevent blood from clotting too easily. It's not as concentrated as salmon or flax oil, but when combined with other anti-inflammatory foods, kiwi becomes a powerful ally for the aging heart. Real-life example: George and his morning kiwi. George, 68, used to take low-dose aspirin daily to reduce his stroke risk. But after experiencing stomach irritation, his doctor told him to look for gentler alternatives. George started eating 2 kiwis every day with breakfast. Over the next year, his platelet levels remained in the healthy range, and his circulation markers actually improved. His cardiologist was surprised, so was George. Kiwi fruit versus blood clots. What the science shows. Multiple studies now suggest that eating 2 to 3 kiwis a day can reduce platelet aggregation, lower triglycerides, and even support endothelial function. That's the lining of your blood vessels. It may not replace medication, but for many seniors, kiwi becomes a supportive, natural tool to improve blood flow and lower cardiovascular risk. Kiwi fruit is far more than a sweet green treat, it's nature's heart helper, especially for those of us over 50. It helps regulate blood pressure, improves blood flow, and reduces clot risks in a gentle, food-based way. And let's be honest, it's a whole lot easier to slice up a kiwi than it is to remember a second prescription. Why not give it a try for a week? 2 kiwis a day. Your heart might just thank you. Gut health and digestion in seniors. Actinitin, fiber, and sluggish digestion. As we age, our digestive system doesn't work the way it used to. Meals sit heavier. We feel fuller faster. And, let's be honest, constipation becomes a more common conversation among friends than anyone ever expected. Do you feel bloated after meals? Do you have fewer bowel movements than you used to? Ever find yourself avoiding certain foods just to keep things moving? You're not alone. In fact, after age 60, slower digestion is practically a guarantee. The body produces less stomach acid, enzyme activity declines, and peristalsis, the wave-like muscle movement that pushes food through the gut, slows down. That's where kiwi fruit quietly shines. Kiwi fruit and the actinidin advantage. One of the most unique features of kiwi fruit is an enzyme called actinidin. It's a natural protein-digesting enzyme, similar to bromelain in pineapple and papain in papaya. But here's what makes actinidin special. It works even in low-acid environments, making it perfect for older adults who produce less stomach acid. That means if steak or eggs sit like a rock in your belly, a kiwi before or after the meal might actually help break down proteins faster, reducing bloating and discomfort. I used to love grilled chicken, but in my 60s, it often made me feel sluggish. Once I started adding half a kiwi to my lunch, I noticed less heaviness and more energy afterward. Natural relief from constipation. Fiber is critical for gut health, especially for seniors. Kiwi fruit delivers on both types. Soluble fiber, which slows digestion and stabilizes blood sugar. Insoluble fiber, which adds bulk and helps move waste through the colon. And unlike bran cereal or heavy fiber supplements, kiwi's fiber is gentle. It doesn't cause cramping or gas. In fact, research shows that eating 2 green kiwis daily can significantly improve stool frequency and consistency in adults with constipation, especially those over 60. Have you ever been told to just eat more fiber, but felt worse when you did? What if there was a natural option your gut actually liked? Supporting the gut microbiome. Healthy digestion isn't just about avoiding constipation, it's about nurturing the good bacteria in your gut that regulate mood, immunity, and inflammation. Kiwi fruit feeds these bacteria with prebiotic fibers, helping improve bowel regularity, reduce abdominal discomfort, support immune response in the colon. Plus, the antioxidants and polyphenols in kiwi have been shown to lower gut inflammation, which many seniors silently struggle with. Real-life story. Evelyn's digestive turnaround. Evelyn, a 70-year-old retired nurse, came to me complaining of slow gut, bloating, and constant discomfort after meals. She tried fiber supplements, prune juice, and even mild laxatives. Nothing worked without side effects. I suggested she try 2 green kiwis every morning on an empty stomach. After 3 weeks, she reported smoother digestion, daily bowel movements, and, her words, less drama in the bathroom. No pills, no powders, just kiwi. Small habit, big impact. Many of my patients ask, can something this simple really make a difference? And I always tell them, try it for 10 days and tell me you don't notice a change. Eating 1 or 2 kiwis daily can ease bloating and indigestion, help with constipation, without the harsh side effects, gently support gut healing in a natural way. Kiwi fruit and sleep quality over 50 melatonin, deep sleep, and restoring your nights. If you're over 50, chances are you've noticed a change in your sleep. Maybe you fall asleep fine but wake up at 3 a.m. and can't get back to bed. Or you toss and turn all night and wake up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed. Do you ever look at the clock at 2:47 a.m. and think, why am I wide awake again? Do you feel like deep sleep is a thing of the past? You're not imagining it. As we age, our body produces less melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep-wake cycles. On top of that, digestion slows down, blood sugar fluctuates more easily overnight, and chronic inflammation can interfere with the body's ability to stay in deep, restorative sleep. That's where kiwi fruit enters the conversation, not as a miracle cure, but as a scientifically supported sleep ally. Kiwi fruit and natural melatonin support. One of the more surprising things about green kiwi fruit is that it contains small but functional levels of melatonin, the very same hormone your brain produces to help you fall and stay asleep. In a clinical study, adults who ate 2 kiwis 1 hour before bed experienced faster sleep onset, longer sleep duration, improved sleep efficiency, meaning fewer interruptions. The effect was even stronger in older adults, likely because melatonin levels drop with age, and the added boost from food can help bridge the gap. Personally, I started eating 2 kiwis around 9 p.m. about 2 years ago. I didn't expect much, but within a week, I noticed fewer nighttime wake-ups, and when I did wake, I was able to fall back asleep faster. Blood sugar, cortisol, and sleep. Another benefit of eating kiwi before bed is its impact on overnight blood sugar regulation. Many people over 60, whether diabetic or not, experience blood sugar drops around 2 to 4 a.m. That crash can trigger a cortisol spike, your stress hormone, which wakes you up and makes it hard to return to sleep. Kiwi contains natural sugars paired with fiber, which stabilize blood glucose, antioxidants that reduce inflammation and nighttime cortisol surges, magnesium, a mineral linked to relaxation and better sleep quality. Have you ever felt hungry or anxious in the middle of the night? Could it be your blood sugar dipping too low while you sleep? A real story. Henry's 3 a.m. wake-ups. Henry, a retired postal worker in his early 70s, came to me frustrated. "Doc, I wake up every night like clockwork around 3 a.m. and I just lie there." He wasn't on sleeping pills and didn't want to start. We added 2 kiwis about an hour before bed, along with a light protein-rich snack. Within 10 days, Henry reported not only falling asleep faster but also sleeping through the night 3 out of 5 nights, something he hadn't done in years. Interactive reflection. What do you usually eat before bed, if anything? Have you ever tried changing your bedtime snack and noticed a difference in how you sleep? What's one small habit you'd be willing to test for better rest? Extra sleep supportive nutrients in kiwi. Magnesium. Helps muscles relax and reduces nighttime cramps. Folate. Important for mood regulation and reducing insomnia risk. Serotonin precursors. Support the conversion of tryptophan into melatonin. One of my patients, a 69-year-old widow named Carol, used to take over the fruit counter sleep aids nightly. After trying kiwi at bedtime for 2 weeks, she no longer needed them. She called it her sleep fruit. How to eat it safely, allergies, food pairing, and senior precautions. Kiwi fruit might be small, but for some people, especially as we age, it's important to know how and when to eat it properly to get all the benefits without unexpected side effects. Have you ever felt a strange tingle in your mouth after eating fruit? Or had stomach discomfort from a food that's supposed to be healthy? Even with all its powerful nutrients, kiwi isn't a one-size-fits-all fruit. Especially for those of us over 60, our digestive systems become more sensitive, and we're more likely to react to foods we previously tolerated. Allergy alert. Kiwi isn't for everyone. Some people, particularly those allergic to latex, bananas, avocados, or pollen, might react to kiwi. Reactions can range from mild to severe: mouth itching or tingling, swelling of lips or tongue, upset stomach, nausea. In rare cases, throat tightness or breathing issues. This is mostly due to actinidin, the same enzyme that helps with digestion, and certain protein compounds that the immune system can mistake for allergens. One of my older patients, Helen, 72, developed a mild itchy throat after eating raw kiwi for the first time. She had a latex allergy and didn't know kiwi was a cross-reactive fruit. We switched her to cooked kiwi in jam and she had no problem. Have you ever had unexpected reactions to fresh fruits? Do you have a known latex or pollen allergy? If so, you may want to test kiwi cautiously. Proper pairing matters. What not to mix kiwi with. If you're like many older adults who enjoy a bedtime yogurt bowl or a fruit salad with lunch, you might be unknowingly neutralizing kiwi's benefits or irritating your stomach. Here's why. Kiwi contains actinidin, which breaks down milk proteins. When eaten with dairy, like yogurt or milk-based desserts, it can cause the mixture to curdle or taste bitter. Some people experience gas or bloating when pairing kiwi with high-fat foods, especially cheese or cream. Instead, consider these senior-friendly pairings. Kiwi plus oats, great for digestion and blood sugar. Kiwi plus nuts, like walnuts, heart-healthy combo. Kiwi plus chia or flaxseed pudding, boosts fiber and omega-3s. Avoid. Kiwi plus heavy cream or ice cream. Caution. Kiwi plus acidic fruits, pineapple, oranges, if you have acid reflux. Personally, I used to love kiwi in fruit salad, but I always felt a little bloated. I eventually realized the combination of citrus and kiwi was too much acid for my stomach. Now, I pair kiwi with oatmeal or toast and I feel great. How much is too much? While kiwi is safe for most people, moderation is key, especially for seniors on medications or with sensitive stomachs. Recommended serving: 1 to 2 kiwis a day for digestion, sleep, or heart health. For new users, Start with half and see how your body reacts. Too much kiwi may lead to diarrhea or loose stools, due to high fiber and actinitin, stomach cramping. Increased bleeding risk if combined with blood-thinning medications like aspirin or warfarin. Are you on any medications that thin the blood? Have you ever noticed loose stools after eating certain fruits? Would you try starting with just a half kiwi and tracking your body's response? Cooked versus raw. What's better for seniors? For sensitive guts or mild allergy concerns, cooked kiwi may be a gentler option. Cooking breaks down actinitin, reducing the risk of allergic reactions. Still retains fiber, potassium, and many antioxidants, though vitamin C decreases slightly. Can be enjoyed as kiwi jam, compote, or baked into oatmeal. Also worth noting, peeled versus unpeeled. Most Americans eat kiwi peeled, but the fuzzy skin is edible and high in fiber. If you choose to eat the skin, wash it thoroughly and only do so if your gut tolerates it. I personally avoid the skin, but I have one neighbor, 77 years old, who eats it whole like an apple. She swears it helps her digestion. Best time of day to eat kiwi? Morning. Supports digestion and blood sugar throughout the day. Before bed. Helps with melatonin and better sleep. After a protein-rich meal. Boosts breakdown of meat or dairy. When do you usually eat fruit? Morning, lunch, or night? Would you be open to testing kiwi before bed for deeper sleep? Or pairing it with breakfast to support regularity and digestion? Real stories from seniors. How kiwi changed daily life after 60. You can hear all the science and nutritional facts in the world, but sometimes the most powerful proof comes from people just like us. People over 60 who've lived full lives, tried all kinds of diets and pills, and who now just want simple solutions that work. These are real stories, from my patients, colleagues, friends, and even my own household, about how one small habit, like adding kiwi daily, made a noticeable difference in their health and comfort. 1. Frank, 71. I stopped needing fiber pills. Frank was a retired bus driver who came to me frustrated. "Doc," he said, "I've taken Metamucil every morning for years, and my gut still feels stuck. I either go too much or not at all." We added 2 green kiwis to his morning breakfast, sliced over oatmeal. Within 2 weeks, Frank told me, "I haven't touched a fiber supplement in days. My gut feels lighter, and I go like clockwork now." He wasn't exaggerating. His bloating eased, his energy improved, and he even joked that he could finally plan a golf outing without checking for restroom access first. Have you ever found yourself relying on pills for something your food could be fixing? What if your gut is asking for fiber? It can actually digest easily like kiwi. 2. Margaret, 67. I finally sleep through the night. Margaret had always struggled with early waking. Every night, she'd fall asleep around 10, then like clockwork, wake up between 2 and 3 a.m. and toss and turn until sunrise. Sleep aids didn't agree with her. She didn't want to feel groggy. So we tried a natural alternative, 2 kiwis an hour before bed. After 1 week, she came in smiling. "I didn't wake up last night. Not once. I honestly forgot what that felt like." Even on restless nights, she said her sleep felt deeper, and she no longer dreaded bedtime. It was simple, gentle, and effective. What's your current bedtime routine? Would you be open to trying a natural sleep helper like kiwi instead of over-the-counter meds? 3. Jerry, 74. My blood pressure numbers improved. Jerry had borderline hypertension for years. His doctor was just about to start him on medication, but Jerry wanted to try diet changes first. He added 1 kiwi in the morning and 1 in the evening, nothing drastic, just consistency. 3 months later, his systolic pressure had dropped by 8 points. No other changes, just kiwi, daily. "It's not magic," he told me, "but it worked better than any low-salt soup I ever choked down." Are you managing high blood pressure with lifestyle changes? What's one small daily habit you haven't tried yet? 4. Carolyn, 69. It helped with menopause gut issues. Carolyn struggled with post-menopause digestive slowdown, bloating, gas, and that annoying feeling of never being fully empty. She didn't like the harshness of commercial fiber powders or the unpredictable effects of prunes. We started her on a kiwi with breakfast and another before dinner. She also switched her usual snack from cookies to kiwi with almonds. "I feel lighter, I'm regular, and I can enjoy meals again without fear of bloating." Do certain meals leave you feeling uncomfortable, especially in the evening? What if a simple fruit swap could give your gut the reset it's been craving? 5. Harold and Janice, 76 and 74. We made it a shared routine. Harold had trouble with circulation and cold feet at night. Janice had mild acid reflux. Both were skeptical of trying another fruit thing, but they gave it a week. Now, every night after dinner, they split 2 kiwis together and sit on the porch watching the sunset. It's our unwind snack now, Janice said. We feel better, and it's become our favorite moment of the day. They noticed better sleep, easier digestion, and surprisingly more energy during their morning walks. Do you share meals or health routines with your spouse or a friend? What if building a kiwi habit together made it easier to stick with, and even joyful? 6. My story. It helped my knees and energy. I'll be honest, I didn't start eating kiwi for sleep or digestion. I started because my knees ached after hiking, and I was told it had anti-inflammatory effects. A few months in, not only did the joint stiffness improve, but I also realized I was sleeping more soundly and waking up feeling more refreshed. No pills, just kiwi, morning and night. It became my anchor habit, one small thing I could do daily to support aging well, with zero downside. What's your anchor habit? What's one food you've added that's made a real difference? Or what's something simple you'd be willing to try, just to see if it helps? So there you have it, the little green fruit that's doing big things for older adults. From improving digestion, supporting heart health, to helping you finally get a restful night's sleep, kiwifruit really does earn its nickname as a natural health capsule. We heard real stories today from folks in their 60s and 70s who added kiwi to their routine and saw real changes. And maybe, just maybe, you saw a little of yourself in one of them. So, what do you think? Will you give kiwi a try this week? One in the morning, one before bed? Just a simple habit, a gentle step toward better health. Because aging doesn't have to mean slowing down. It can mean getting smarter, living with more ease, and choosing foods that work with you, not against you. If you learned something new, give this video a thumbs up. If you've already tried kiwi and have a story to tell, drop it in the comments. We'd love to feature you in a future episode. And don't forget to subscribe to Healthy Food, where we bring you real nutrition, real stories, and real science, for real people, just like you. Next week, we'll dive into another underrated food for seniors you might already have in your fridge, but probably aren't eating the right way. Until then, stay curious, stay kind to your body, and maybe, have a kiwi or two.